group as well. It led to great conversation. Today's Connection Point question is about Easter candy. If you were getting an Easter basket, what is something that you love so much that you would want to make sure you save it till the end? What is something that you also love that if you see in someone else's basket, you're going to go and steal it? Kids, don't steal candy. But if you were to steal candy, what would you steal? And then the last one is, what is something that is in your basket that as soon as you see it, it's going in the trash? It's Peeps, right? We can all agree it's Peeps? This is a contentious issue. It will go in my trash. You're welcome to dig through my trash if you like Peeps, but that is my answer to that question. So why don't you stand up, find someone near you don't know or don't know very well, discuss your thoughts on Easter candy, and then we'll circle back up in a few minutes. You can go ahead and find your seats. Kids, don't leave quite yet. Okay, I have to ask, did anyone say Peeps for save or steal? My kids would. Your kids would? Okay, they'd be wrong. They'd be wrong if they said save or steal, but is what it is. So I'm super impressed with you kids not just running out thinking that as soon as we get done with Connection Point, as we usually do, that you're going out to Grove Kids. Today's a tiny bit different. You're going to get to go out there in just a couple minutes, but today's a different day because it is Palm Sunday. It is the week before Easter. And one of the things that has traditionally happened in the life of the church, going all the way back to like the earliest days of the church, is Easter was a time when those who were new to the movement, new to this whole following Jesus thing, in advance of Easter, kind of got invited into the life of the church. Back then, it would be they were baptized, and then everybody celebrated as they got baptized into the church as Easter was coming. Here at the Grove, I mean, you're welcome to be baptized at any age as well, but we get to set aside time on Palm Sunday to celebrate partners. So these are people who over the last year, sometime in the last year, have kind of raised their hand and said, you know what, I view this as my church home. I am making a commitment back to my church that has already made a commitment to me through my prayers, presence, gifts, service, and witness. And so we are going to invite some of those folks up here and then actually go through the process of asking them a few questions, which is simply I do or I will. And then those of you out there in the congregation, you have a role to play in this as well. So I announced this last week that we were going to be doing this, and I did not specifically reach out to anybody, but I know that we have at least a handful of people that I'm going to invite up here, okay? Ryan, You're welcome to bring Abby as well. Julian Lang. You have no responsibility other than saying I do without a microphone. I'm not going to make you do anything else. Julian Lang, and then Loren and Chelsea. You did this a while ago, like over a year ago, but we didn't have you do this. I'm going to have you all 5 of you stand up here in a line. Yep, in a line. I won't make you introduce yourselves or anything. So we have just a couple of questions. They're going to be up here on the screen, on both screens, and it's literally like, I do, I will. And then we'll have a question for all the folks out here. They'll say the same thing, and then we get to clap and celebrate the commitment that you've made. So, all right. Committing to a church is a response to the call of God through Jesus Christ, who has sent us to make disciples and form a community faithful to his mission. Becoming a partner in this ministry involves supporting the mission, vision, values, and leadership that help the Grove grow goodness. Responding to God's expansive grace, which includes all people and all time, do you place your trust in Jesus as the one who saves and liberates, thus choosing to follow this way? If so, say, I do. See, not so hard. Do you accept the freedom and power God gives you to resist evil, injustice, and oppression in whatever forms they present themselves? I do, okay. As partners of this congregation, will you faithfully participate in the ministries by your prayers, your presence, your gifts, and your service? I will, you got it, yeah. All right, people of the Grove, commend these persons to your love and care. Do all in your power to increase their faith, confirm their hope, and perfect them in love. You all get to read the italicized part. We give thanks for all that God has already given you, and we welcome you in the love of Jesus. As people of the Grove, we join you in renewing our covenant to faithfully participate in the ministries of the church by our prayers, our presence, our gifts, our service, that in everything God may be glorified through Jesus Christ. That's it. Fantastic. Organizations and ministries that are doing incredible work in our community, in our country, and around the world to grow goodness. And so each of the weeks leading up to this, we've had a different speaker who's shared about the amazing work that they are doing. And it all comes to a head next week. So on Easter Sunday, it is our final call for folks to be able to contribute to that work. We have, over the last 10 years of doing this campaign, raised over $1 million to be able to contribute to these amazing ministries and organizations. So we just, in advance of Easter, in advance of that big celebration next week, just want to once again remind you, throw it out there, that this is an opportunity for you to be able to support the amazing work that is going on outside of the 4 walls of this church. You can make that contribution. Some of you who have already made other types of commitments to the church probably got something in the mail for you to be able to follow up with, either to send it in or make a commitment online. Otherwise, if you go to the QR code on the back here, there's also a place for you to do that. Now back to you.
Lovely. Would you stand as you're able as we sing a song called Hosanna, which is a representation of course, Jesus riding in. The children will get to come through with palm branches. So now is the time, if you need to get out your camera, you might want to do that now. The kiddos will be arriving soon as well. Our Messiah is on